Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Boruto episode 225. So, last time was kind of a silly one, but it did have a good point to get across. It showed the pressure of a family's weight that has high expectations for you as a kid and everything, and it had Iwabe, trying to teach you to push for your dreams regardless of, what other people think or how unobtainable they may seem. And it had a nice little message, but from a fight point of view, it was very silly. We had Iwabe summon a giant cat to the point where he couldn't fight anymore. It was pretty cool seeing Wasabi save Iwabe from the head falling off using that jutsu, and it shows that she might have this power in her, or at least the power to control whatever that giant cat jutsu was, and now maybe she could train with it and get better with it. So I'm interested to see where we go from here. We also ended the episode with Boruto and Mitsuki finding the hideout of, I think it was a hideout. They were like looking down an alley or whatever of where they brought what's his name? Shit, Amado. There we go. But yeah, so I'm excited to see what happens. Let's watch the episode, shall we? Alright, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Running a little late on this one, so I mean, not like I really sped through my opening, that's all I really had to say anyway, but that's right, and we have Sarada versus Cho Cho. Which this was, so far there's only been one match that hasn't been part of my prediction. But that's definitely going to mess up one of my other matches, at least, but probably multiple. Oh. Gene sulking a little bit. He put up a good front about losing. Yeah. That's gonna happen. Oh. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Gene, nice. If she sees you sulking, it's gonna make her even more nervous. I'm glad he did that. That was great. Nice. I need some water. This should be an interesting fight. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this in the opening. My opening, not the show's opening. Like, the fact that it's Sarada versus Cho Cho next. I was just so focused on the other stuff. Yeah, thinking about these visuals and seeing this opening before those two big episodes would have been rough. Even I know I already looked at it and said that, but that's good. This I guess this is very similar to Sarada versus Ino, right? Just like different part of the Ino Shikacho team. Shinky. Why are you staring him down? What? Why? Is he gonna go talk to him? You don't care. Hmm. What do these two have to talk about? Hmm. Are they speaking to the audience because of how I felt about last fight? Damn. Hmm. To be fair, it seems like he only left because Shinky was like staring him down and he felt like awkward about it. Maybe I just read that wrong. I probably just read that completely wrong. Here we go. Partial expansion. Oh, nice. Smooth. Hmm. Were they like part of their mission coming here? Whoa. Damn. Pretty good animation so far. That was pretty smooth too. Oh shit! Lightning ball. Oh shit! So many. She can just punch him. Oh. Uh, doesn't want to hurt her. She's gonna. Ooh. You okay? Don't let your guard down, Sarada. You're still in the fight. Yeah, that's an insult in a fight. Things are about to get real. Aw. Can't let your guard down, Sarada. Jeez. To be fair, Sarada was like shaken at the time and probably could have dodged it if she wasn't so shaken. Hmm. Oh. Damn. Did we see that last time? I don't know that we did. I remember seeing the part where she said like she's prepared to do it in regards of like sacrificing her own life, I think. Or at least that's what I thought it was in regards to, but I think we just got more of it there. That was cool. Here we go. Alright, let's do this. Alright. She can still pull off the butterfly mode kind of thing that Choji can do too, right? I think she can do it on a whim now. Damn. Was able to blow her back. Ooh, she's tired. Oh, Mada Mada. Is Kawaki watching? Ah, of course he is. There he is. That was nice. I love when you get to see like the hand-to-hand combat and like actually see their movements and stuff. Oh, I didn't realize it was broadcasted on TV. Kawaki is watching. Jeez. This reminds me of the slugfest between Ino and Sakura for sure. Could they end in a tie? Just like Sakura did? Oh shit! Oh shit! Chidori! Butterfly wings, yep. Oh shit! Don't hurt each other. That's cool. Such an anime thing to just like go into the eyes, into the other person's eyes over and over again. Which one falls? Cho Cho. Damn. Hmm. Sasuke is cool-headed as ever. She gave it her all. That's a good response. Didn't say I'm sorry this time. Oh. So Shikadai is still... What are they, team... Are they team 25? Is that what it was? I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't 25. Maybe that was another team. But, looks like Shikadai is still there. Only Chunin. That was a good fight. Is that why they made last episode so goofy, was so they could go a little more all out on this one? Sorry. I don't like to think that way. Aw, yeah. Hinojin couldn't either. Oh, well. Nice. Congratulations. Not a congratulations, just a well done. I should have known. Sasuke wouldn't say congratulations. That means if it is gonna, Boruto might be against Mitsuki, which would be an interesting match. I almost did that in my theory. That's if the other two are against each other, you know. Hmm. Someone wants his talent. Who are these guys? They're in fancier outfits now. Yeah. I was gonna say, he isn't gonna just take money. That guy, his voice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Boruto and Mitsuki step out. Well. Oh shit. I just kicked him in the face! Plan B. Dispose of him. Mitsuki. Nice. Paper bomb. Well, they handled that quick. What? You're not gonna protect him? What? Oh, so it still might not be them versus each other. Which one's it gonna be? No! You're not gonna tell us before the episode ended? What? What? Okay. That's okay. That was a great episode. Holy crap. My right eye is watering, and I don't know why. I might have got soap in it or something. I showered right before I started recording this. And I was kind of going quick, so I think I do remember at one point feeling like a stinging in my eye as I was trying to quickly get everything done. I woke up from a nap, took a shower, and I woke up later than I wanted to, so it's getting pretty close to when I'm usually done recording. Alright. That should be it, right? Yes, that is it for episode 225. Okay. So, sometimes I will say that sometimes I see a glimpse of previews and I just ignore it and don't say anything, but I saw a glimpse of that preview, only like one frame while I was waiting to make sure that there was no end credits or anything. And friggin' the first shot of the preview is Tsubaki standing in front of Denki in his like scientific ninja tool set. Or like looked like a mech suit kind of set thing. So unfortunately, I think I just got spoiled on the next match, so but it's fine. I would have found out probably right at the beginning of next episode anyway. So, but yeah, this episode was fantastic. Like, I knew that if there was going to be a fight between Sarada and Cho Cho, it would be good, and they did pretty good. Like, the animation was pretty damn awesome for this episode, I will say. Like, I mean, it wasn't, obviously it's not on the level of, like, you know, freaking wow, why am I spacing on names? Naruto versus Ishiki, you know? Like, obviously it's not on that level, but it was still it was pretty good. One thing I noticed, I guess it's just artistic liberty at that point, is in other episodes, Sarada's eyes, you see them glowing whenever things get, like, darker and she's doing, like, a Chidori, or even sometimes when she's just doing, like, the lightning effect. They did in the beginning, like, when she first activated them, they kind of had that little bit of glow to them, but this time when she did her Chidori, they weren't glowing. So it's interesting. Like, I'm guessing it's just the different artists' take on it kind of thing, because obviously they wouldn't be glowing from a manga point of view. So all the times in the show that they've made them glow, I imagine it's just up to the people doing, like, the animating or the drawing or whatnot, or however it all works. I don't know much about animation. But either way, yeah, like, I guess starting from the beginning, I really liked Inojine's motivation for Cho Cho. I like that he was there, he was upset, you could tell he was upset, even Cho Cho saw it, but if he sat there and wallowed in his own sadness, he would have made Cho Cho sad. And I like that without even having to say anything, without even having to explain that to the audience, you see him, like, perk up and be like, hey, you gotta win, go do this thing, you know? And it was just a really nice moment for Inojin. I feel like, as much as Inojin is kind of like a character for me, he does have a lot of the moments that I really respect, which was kind of like, not last episode, but the one where his fight was at, where he said, like, I don't want to know more about Hoki's abilities, because in the real world I'm not always going to know about people's abilities. I need to go in blind, kind of thing. And that's another mentality that I really enjoy. So, like, Inojin sometimes does have that, like, bratty personality, and his jokes aren't always, like, what I enjoy, but when it gets down to that, like, deeper level, I really respect the way he handles himself in front of others, kind of thing. So that was really cool. But I also really like the moment where Cho Cho called it, like, she didn't say ugly vest. I wrote down ugly vest just to summarize it real quick, but she said, like, poorly designed vest or something like that. Because we know that Cho Cho is all about, like, a lot about appearances and being cute and stuff like that. So the fact that she's still, like, willing to wear this vest, even if it's, you know, not up to her standards of beauty, just because of the meaning of it and doing it with the rest of her squad, kind of thing, I liked that as well. It was, you know, it's a little bit petty being like, oh, this thing's ugly, you know, as a guy who doesn't really, like, look at things and be like, oh, that's, you know, I mean, obviously there's some things I look at and I'm like, why would you wear that, kind of thing, but that's not really one of them. It's just a vest, you know. But either way, I still like the sentiment behind it, essentially. But yeah, and then we had the fight starting off, and I kind of saw that coming, where one of them would hurt the other one and hesitate and be apologetic for it, and we did see that. It ended up being Sarada being the one that hurt Cho Cho a little bit and was sympathetic, and, you know, Cho Cho lashed back and was like, you're not taking this seriously, and you know, like I was saying, that's pretty much an insult when you're fighting someone and you have to stop fighting to go see if they're okay after you launch an attack. Like, that's, in a way, that's subtly saying, like, I don't think you're strong enough to handle my attacks, kind of thing. So And I mean, obviously, Sarada didn't mean anything bad by it, right? Like, Sarada was just trying to protect a friend. It's not like she was trying to, like, uh, it's not like she was really trying to belittle Cho Cho, but I think that's where it really shook Sarada was when Cho Cho pointed it out, and Sarada was like, "Shit, what am I doing?" You know. And then she flashes back, and I'm pretty sure we got a little bit more of the scene with her and Sasuke talking about like how he was saying he's going into a fight, he lost his eye, it's not a big deal because he's always ready to give up his life. He's always ready to die. He's prepared for it, and it seemed like and I think she still might mean that too. But she said like I'm prepared too. Like she could do the same thing. But then they had a little bit more of that conversation that we got to see this episode, where it was also like, if Boruto goes out of control, could you kill him? And she flashes to that here, and she's like, wow, maybe it's a lot harder than I thought. And she flashes, I guess back then she flashed to some moments of Boruto and stuff like that. But yeah, I wonder if we will ever get to that point where Boruto's like lashing out a bit and Sarada has to be serious. Like, not that I actually think that she'd successfully kill him, but she might try, and that's crazy, But I also like that, obviously they're a team, they're friends, they like each other, but Boruto and Sarada are always bumping heads, and it's just kind of interesting to see that Sarada really does care for him. And like, obviously, like I said, I already know she cares for him, but they bump heads so much that it's always cool when they look back at their moments together, and there is that connection there still, kind of thing. But yeah, very interesting stuff. And then, like I said, the animation, seeing their hand-to-hand fight and everything was great, and then leading into them using the Chidori and her Super Cho Cho butterfly mode was very cool, and very well done. Like, I always love, I mean, it's kind of hard to like really praise Cho Cho's attack, because in a way it's kind of hard to see what she did, even though I think it's still like a cool mode, like losing the weight, activating that butterfly mode and everything. But she just kind of flew it, Sarada. We didn't get to really see like too much of what she was gonna do, kind of thing. But I really like Sarada's because it's so visually stunning, because what they do is they like dim the colors a bit, and they really bring the lighting out for the Chidori, and like, I think that's something they never really did in the old series. At least I don't remember it, where they dimmed everything darker, and really like the brightness of the Chidori really shined, and it was very flowy, and the interactive lighting everywhere and everything was just all over the place, and her movements were really smooth during it. I mean, her movements were smooth pretty much through the whole fight. It was really cool. Like when she activated her Sharingan the first time and like jumped over Cho Cho's attack and all that. But in the time she like landed on the wall, like sometimes you see them land on the wall and you see their knees bend a little bit, and their whole model just kind of like moves in towards the wall a little bit. But she actually, like, you see her whole body like arc back and everything, and go back forward. Like there's little details like that in animation that just add so much more realism to the fight, and I feel like it immerses me a bit more in it too. So, but yeah, really really neat stuff, and Sarada ended up winning. So Sarada is now a Chunin, and based off my own spoilerness of seeing a little bit of the preview, we know that only one more of Team 7 is going to become a Chunin, because one of them has to win, unless they end up drawing or something. But it's going to be Boruto versus Mitsuki, which is going to be really interesting for Mitsuki's character specifically, I think, because Mitsuki was always so, he's starting to take on his own individuality and drift away from that, like, Boruto is my everything, is my son kind of thing. He might still have a little bit of that in there, but I think it's going to be huge for him, because this is going to be a moment for him to really try, I think, and be like, hey, Boruto, like, I'm gonna come at you with everything because I want to be a Chunin too, kind of thing. And I feel like that could be a really good growth moment for uh a really good growth moment for Mitsuki, because even though I already know he's like that, there's still a part of me that thinks like, oh well, he still like follows, Boruto around. It does Boruto's things, and I think if it was towards the beginning of the series, I think that Mitsuki might have like not tried and intentionally lost, so that way Boruto could achieve what he's trying to achieve here. Whereas now in present day, I don't think Mitsuki will do that. I think Mitsuki will give his all. I do think that Boruto might win, but I think Mitsuki will at least give his all, to the point where I think Mitsuki might even go into Sage Mode. I don't know that he'll push it too hard in Sage Mode to the point where he like damages his body like he did last time, but it's possible that he pops into Sage Mode briefly, which would be really interesting as well. And it looks like they're saving that fight for last based off the preview, once again, spoiler. But I mean, that only makes sense to say Boruto's fight for last, but yeah, the only other thing I really have to talk about is Shinki talking to Kawaki. And it was interesting because I thought Kawaki left because Shinki kept staring him down, and Kawaki's like, I don't need this shit, and just left, But I guess it turns out that Kawaki was leaving because he just wasn't interested in this fight. But and I also like that Shinki was a little... I think Shinki, the first time we met him, was a little bit of that like cockiness where he didn't care very much about these other shinobi and everything, and I think he had that confidence in himself where like if he didn't have some growing moments over the course of the show, I think original Shinki wouldn't care about this fight either. He'd be like Kawaki kind of thing, but I think that's also showing Shinki's growth, where he's like, hey, don't underestimate the Chunin exams. You should stay and watch this fight. And obviously, based off of the look on Kawaki's face, it looks like he was, pretty blown away by it. So that was a pretty cool moment. But they also had that little bit where the girl that's in their group said, "How was he?" And that kind of feels like it's like maybe Gaara told them to be like, hey, check out Kawaki while you're there, kind of thing. Because, like, why would she say that otherwise? Maybe I'm reading into it and I'm wrong, but it's interesting. So, I don't know. I wonder if we're going to learn any more to that, or maybe I'm reading into it too much and it really was nothing. Maybe she was just wondering how the conversation went or whatever. But yeah, interesting stuff. Really good episode. Absolutely loved it. I loved like all the different little conversations between the characters, basically pretty much all of them. And then like there's also the Amado stuff, which I didn't really talk about, but Amado had an offer from another land, I guess, who seems to be losing the power struggle between nations and wanted his scientific ninja tools to close that gap a bit more, but he refused. They were going to take him anyway, and Boruto and Mitsuki stepped in, obviously. So props to Amado for being whatchamacallit, I guess just like owning up to his debt to the Leaf, I guess would be the way to say it. But also, Amado is about to do something. Like, he has all these ninja tools hidden around him and everything. He had some kind of, like, look like one of those, like, things that you hit and it makes a noise kind of thing, like a dowsing rod kind of thing coming, like, out from his leg. I don't know what it would have done. I don't know if he would have been able to handle himself kind of thing if it wasn't for Boruto and Mitsuki being there. But yeah, we saw a little start to something. But yeah, I very much enjoyed the episode. I can't wait to see more. I wonder if they're gonna also report it too. I also can't believe they just left Amado there too. Like, they were right outside the building. Like, what if those shinobi just came outside the building and just started harassing Amado again? But either way. Obviously, I know that they need to get back, and we need to get moving on with the tuning exams, and they need to make it in time. So, but but yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun with this one. Can't wait to see the next one. I hope they don't slack too much on the next fight in preparation for the Mitsuki versus Boruto fight. I hope they don't just like half-ass Denki's fight because of that, and we don't get anything great. Like if it's like an Iwabe kind of fight, Iwabe versus Wasabi, um, I'll be a little bit disappointed. So that way they can like save animation for the final fight. But I'm sure what we'll see will be good enough. I can't imagine those two having a fight like Iwabe and Wasabi. It would be very silly and wouldn't make too much sense. So, but yeah, now I'm actually done. Thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. Link in the description below. You can see 2 episodes ahead right now. There's also my Patreon exclusives where you can see Mob Psycho Season 2. I actually just finished Season 2. And there's also other Patreon exclusives on there as well, like Lucifer if you're into live action shows. Whew, the last episode was just so damn tense in that. God damn. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.